Right, race 2 from last night. First one, 256, Morn and Sean. So that's one.
Yeah.
Mark and Sebastian, no damage, no advantage gained. Sebastian 248 with Mark. Beat that. Right, Brian and Dan.
Yeah.
Brian and Dan.
Brian's in front, can't go anywhere because of the cars. Dan's there.
I'm gonna rewind it from here. Just Brian's in front.
Yeah. Everyone breaks in front. He has to.
Dan's
break.
in front.
They're side by side, actually.
Yeah.
The axles.
Yeah. But he's always there.
Yeah. And Dan's got squeezed from the outside and has gone with it, and there's nowhere for Brian to go. There's a wall on the inside. He has to stay out. You know, and there's not a car switch there anymore, is there?
No.
So for me, that's can't be on Brian because he has nowhere to go and he is all there.
Yeah, he's.
You know, can't say he's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's an Aston on the outside of Dan, so unless Dan stayed straighter and forced the Aston out,
yeah,
that would have left more room. Perhaps they'd have got through, but you know, it's one of them.
I mean, that's on Dan.
Yeah.
But
mitigated is he's got nowhere to go.
It's first lap. It's not. For me, it's not penalty worthy. It's on Dan, and he gets enough of an issue going into the walls. It is, but
yeah,
the difference. I mean, if this had been stewarded 2 weeks ago, then it would have been a penalty for Dan, I think.
Yeah.
But there's no damage.
No.
There's no real advantage lost because they're still. Yes, the Lambos come through, but Brian was in front of the Lambo. Well, if you straightened this out and put it on the straight beer track, go around that corner, they would have been side by side, didn't they? So I don't think there's any real advantage lost. So I don't think it's not a penalty for me.
No.
But what do you think?
No, I don't think it is. Say such a pain there. You know, not be funny, but there is space that Dan could have stayed out in.
Yes,
if you roll back a bit, like go forward slowly, right? So keep an eye on the space Dan could use here. He's turning in. He could not turned in as much. Look at the space to his right still, and he's still aiming for the apex. So it is on Dan, but only Dan lost out.
Yeah, I agree.
So no further action as far as on.
There's no damage caused. There's no
damage. They're all still together.
Yeah, Brian hasn't lost anything, has he? I agree. I agree on that.
Okay.
Right. So Dan and Jordan, I think that's just coming round to this bit with Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's that touch there. That's what that's
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that one. And then it's Brian and Dan again, which is the same knock-on effect of that one. Right, Morn and Sean, 253.
Everyone's sort of swerving around what's just happened, don't they? There's nothing in that for me.
Daniel Christo and Frankie, 255. Straighten themselves out.
All squeezing and what have you there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
everyone's bumping over curbs and cold tyres, and it was cold out there. Yeah, he's come back. Technically, he's got pushed off a little bit or squeezed off accidentally, but he's come back on without it causing any issues.
Yeah. Cookie and Adam at 257.
Oh, was that there?
Snap's gone, isn't it? Well, isn't it?
Yeah, looks like a snap. Yeah. You don't even really see it, do you?
No. Nothing really in it for me.
No. So it's all going on, isn't it? Again, it's the old cold tyres, everyone struggling for grip, isn't it?
Cookie's done well not to
yeah.
lose any more of that. Right, Mark Cooley, Cookie 303.
Oh, there it is.
A bit more argy-bargies, everyone's straightened themselves out.
ETCC.
Alistair at 308 with Tom Osborne. Yeah. Just enough room left.
Just about left him enough room.
Which is the perfect amount.
About. Yeah.
Lawn and Mark Cooley 316. No damage caused, no advantage gained.
Yeah.
Mark Cooley and Remy 317.
It should have been that one on where he bumped into the.
Yeah.
Nothing he could do, really, was there?
No. Dan Wilson and Jordan Biddle at 318.
Yeah, nothing in it. And you can see they're leaving room and stuff there.
Chris Williams at 320 with Lawn.
Out there. It's just same as.
Yeah. Jorge and Cookie 323.
There we go.
Dan Wilson and Jordan again at 340. that one.
Uh-huh.
Jorge and Cookie 356.
Yeah, nice.
No, that wasn't it.
All right, that was looked like it was. Oh,
That one.
yeah.
Jordan Forte and Tom Osborne 449, 454. There's the other.
Yeah, one on the way in, one on the way out, just to level it out.
Brian Gillis, Dan Wilson 457 and 511. That one. That one. And then again 511.
Nice.
Yeah, that one. Cookie and me.
Mm-hmm.
At 16, 12 and 16, 15. 6, 12 and 16. God. Can't even say these now.
Wow, that's late. Do you think he missed? Oh. Do you think he missed his breaking point? That was super. So you were there, and then you were. Right, you're on the brakes, huh?
Yes.
So, yeah, as soon as it went round, you were on the brakes. Yeah, I mean, I only apologising whilst doing it, so
And he
yeah,
waited as well.
yeah. So yeah, he just missed his breaking point, got it all wrong, and yeah, so it's on a cookie.
Yeah, so 10 seconds. Avoidable incident. Plus 1 license point. But it's reduced.
Cookies?
Yeah. Reduced. 2, 5, 4, waiting. Right, Morn at 9:26 with Sean.
Oh, little touch, but
Oh,
right. Were the brakes on from? Not until the end.
yeah, it's
No
inputs. Slight.
Bit of throttle to try and catch it. Still throttle. Still throttle. No brakes. Now the brakes. Once the car's already there. So for me, that was too delayed on. And also, when you look, yeah. So this is normal speed, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a long time not to be on the brakes.
Yeah, I mean, it's for me. It's not so much the reaction time for the brakes. It's more that when slow it down. So when he's
There, nothing.
there's nothing there, and he puts some throttle to try and save, but he's still got throttle on when he's facing the wall.
It's never going to pull out. Nothing, then brake. So that transition between the three, absolutely fine, but it should have been earlier.
Yeah, but it's
yeah.
I don't. It's
See, for my mind, you should be on the brakes before.
Yeah.
There's the brakes.
Basically facing the other way for.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and it is a first gear corner. For me, the braking bit was too late, and Paul got damage from it. You know, it's got nowhere to go. I know that Morn apologised and stuff I saw, but
yeah, it's Paul's got suspension damage from it, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think if
yeah,
if they're not for me, we have to be careful about being too harsh on reaction times.
Yeah.
But
because I'm getting older and I'm getting slower.
Yeah. I mean, it's this all happens very, very quickly. But it's that when the car's lost, he's facing the other way and he's still trying to save it, and that's
I mean, he's actually facing where he came from before.
Yeah.
See, that's the clutch on now. That's not brakes. Brakes are there. He's actually facing where he come from before the brakes come on. So for me, it's just a bit too late. After a set of coasting, it's just too late on the brakes to.
Yeah.
It's gone. You're not in control.
And it's caused suspension damage for Paul. Had it been like superficial, then
borderline, but it's still too long. That one.
So
sorry, Morn, but
so it's 10 seconds for applying brakes too late. Too late. And causing avoidable incident. With damage. Plus 1 license point. Reet. Adam Matt Fordham. At 9:31.
Oh. They're all swerving around a dead car.
Yeah.
So I would say that's mitigating circumstance.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's no damage caused, was there?
No.
No, so
No damage caused. Right, Mark Cooley and Remy, I think it is. Yeah. At 10:10.
good, buddy. Is that it?
That was it.
Oh, Remy.
Moving on.
Uh-huh.
Chris Williams and Lorne at 10:20.
Where did he come from?
That's what I was asking.
Right. So Remy's there. Oh, he's gone round the back of Remy. But he's off track.
No, that's it's not. That's Remy.
No, Remy was spinning, wasn't he?
No, that was a
Someone
Ferrari.
was spinning.
Yeah, that wasn't Remy. That was a Ferrari.
Yeah. So
Oh, it is Remy.
Yeah, because he's just had that incident.
But who did he hit then?
He clipped the back of the bloke who's just done it.
No, but he drives onto the racing line and hits a McLaren. Watch.
No, it's one of the blokes behind.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that's...
Yeah. Remy swerved round.
But then there's this.
This guy has rejoined the track into the side of someone.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying too.
You can't just drive straight back onto the track like that. That's...
No. That's awful.
Really bad.
Yeah, no, that's shit. And you didn't wait once you realised what you'd done. Yes, you were avoiding the spinning car, but at this point, you've got an awful lot of time to look everywhere.
Yeah. Can't just drive straight back onto the track.
Else. No, you can't. So that's a penalty as sure as X.
Yeah, absolutely. Unsafe rejoin lawn. And this is why it's one of the cardinal sins. Not holding brakes, unsafe rejoins. So it's 10 seconds for unsafe rejoin. Causing contact. That's one license point. It's just putting it in.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite a surprise.
Yeah.
Because he was probably that far off track that the radar didn't pick up until he came directly at it.
Yeah.
And it would have suddenly appeared, but too late.
Exactly, but you wouldn't drive into the middle of a motorway, would you, without looking?
No.
Right, Dan Wilson. I can't see him.
11:18.
Thank you.
Oh, right.
Gone name blind. Dan Wilson, Sean, 11:18. That was that one.
Yeah.
Mark Cooling, Paul Garnham.
14:34. There they are. Okay.
Side by side going into turn 1.
Yeah. So he's entitled to be there.
Mark's
He's not
gone
aimed
wide.
directly for it. He's bounced off the curb.
But he's turned across like Law wasn't there really. He's given my room, I suppose, but he's gone very wide here.
Yeah. I mean,
He has given room, I suppose.
yeah,
See if we can get
just about. And it's the bounce off the curb that's off the sausage curb that's done it.
You've got to be leaving more room, though, really, on the inside there. He's got to. Lawrence trying to keep it as tight as he can. It's not more. Sorry, it was Sean.
Yeah. Is it? That can't be easy in the Mustang, can it?
Oh, it's Paul. Paul Garnham. Sorry, Paul.
Yeah, Paul and Mark.
I'm going name blind here, getting me going boss-eye looking at the spreadsheet.
Yeah, to be honest, I looked around it the other way.
See, Paul's keeping it tight. He's got to come away from the curve.
Yeah.
And this.
Yeah. For me, the only one that's come out of it is the person that's sort of more at fault, if you like.
Yeah, I agree.
Paul can't do anything about it.
No, Mark's not left enough space going through his right bit. He's just swiped across him.
But not being funny, but Paul's got to go where he's going because he can't turn to.
And he's always going to be coming away from his curve, isn't he? Yeah. So it's all this track to the left.
Where does Mark think that Paul's going to be able to go there?
Yeah.
So for me, it's
on Mark.
It's on Mark.
There's no damage caused to Paul. No, Mark comes off worse. So
yeah. So no further action for me.
Actually, it's the same. Agreed.
But leave a tad more space.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, Brian Gillis and Jordan Biddle at 16:20.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Let's follow this through.
Right. He's got early drive out. He's alongside. His rear end just spun up.
It's just coming off the
Yeah.
Jordan's left enough space for the looks of it.
Yeah. Good view. Like that view. Yeah, there's enough space there.
Up the curve, doesn't he? And then just slides off the curve. But keeps his foot. There we go. So he's lifting there, so he's not sliding out.
Yeah.
But
probably the lift off has created a bit of lift off
over snap.
And the snap. So for me, Jordan's fine.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong there from.
No. It's
enough room left.
Yep. So for me,
he's come off and he's coming out to Jordan, isn't he?
Yeah.
So the tightest bit they've got through.
Yeah. Jordan's not cutting in.
No, there's more than.
He's going out actually, Jordan.
There's more than a car's width there.
Brian can't keep it tight enough to go out at the same speed.
Yeah,
or his
Brian
back
needs,
night of, you know.
you need to keep it tight to really
Yeah.
to be able to survive it.
Yeah. So for me,
But,
it's no penalty,
no.
but you know, unfortunately, Brian got suspension damage. I believe, didn't he?
No.
Yeah.
That's
Oh no. No.
not from the contact with Jordan.
Yeah, but from with the wall.
Yeah, he's he's got quite a bit of
Yeah.
damage, but that's not recorded on it because
Yeah.
it's not the contact, is it? Yeah, so
No.
that's that. So Mark Cooley
Yes. And Remy.
and Remy reported both getting suspension damage at 16:28. Right, so who's that in front? So that's Remy there. Okay.
So Remy
Bounces off the curve. No brakes.
Back. Give him some reaction time to see if he's catching it, I think. But I'd be on brakes there. Yeah.
Yeah, so there was still a bit of thrust being applied to try and save it.
Try and drive it out, yeah. And then
the brakes. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah. Again, the right thing was done.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunate for Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can't really see it until.
Oh, it's unlucky. So unfortunate for Mark, but it's no fault. We made those right. So me 16:55 with Lawn.
Oh, that was it?
No.
No, looked like it. Oh.
So I'll show you the whole sequence.
Yeah. So
before you got because you're obviously judging, I am going to say, right? So watch this. So Lawn's to the right.
Yeah. And then he's come in front of you.
Just
at the breaking
yeah,
point.
that is.
Yeah.
For me, that is really look. What is that?
You've had to brake along a straight because he's cut in front of you.
Yeah, that is just.
Yeah.
It's
not moving on the brakes because he hasn't.
No,
and he's before the brake, but you're that close with the run that he's blocking.
But I don't understand what he's trying to do because is he trying to sling it down the inside?
With that view, can you just run it back as it was?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Go on. Forward. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's... I mean, I think he's looking to try and have a go at the car in front of him, but you can't do that.
No, I don't. I think he's trying to defend me personally because he's not.
He is, but
that's not. He's not.
You're having to brake to stop a contact.
Yeah, that's a block in my eyes. I'm sorry.
Yes.
He's not trying to send it down the inside.
No. You know, especially when someone's that close. I mean,
there's no excuse to not be seen on the radar. That's blocking.
No, that's blocking. Yeah.
I didn't report it, but I'm going to give a warning for that because I was really annoyed about it. I'm not going to lie. That was But so Lawn, and to everybody, radar must be used. You can see me in your mirror. It's just asking for an accident to be caused, isn't it? It's just if I don't react in time, then you're going into the wall and probably taking me with you. Far too close to be.
Moved, so you're not hitting it. Yeah. Jesus, that's you can't be doing that.
No, that's
not there. just and forcing someone to brake like that to avoid you.
Yeah. So we'll play through, and then this is the incident. So
Right.
I'll shut up and let you.
Right. Okay. You're entitled to be there. He's hit your back corner, spun you out. You're on the brake, so, and you've lost out, so that's on him as well. 100%. Yeah, he's miscalculated where he is and stuff, and basically he should have braked earlier rather than later, or tried to. It's 100% on lawn, that one. At no point was he alongside. Not attractive.
I'm not happy. A couple of corners. I can't find my mouse cursor now. Where's it gone?
There it is. It went top left-hand corner. It went briefly. I saw it go.
Right. Oh, I've put it in the wrong one. No, I didn't.
No, it was right, but there was 2 bits to it, wasn't there?
Yeah. Right. The Ferrari.
1901.
Ferrari and Remy.
Oh, Remy. Lunge. Wasn't alongside.
Yeah.
I think.
So this is the first gear corner, and the reason we have rules in place saying first gear corners you must 100% be deemed alongside is because when people lunge like this, these things happen. Sorry, remember, you're absolutely not entitled to be there for that corner, my friend. Let's give it a nice over. There we go. No.
He always changed his camera at the wrong time.
Yeah, it needs to be 100% needs to be alongside going into first gear.
Yeah. It's just a dive bomb, a lunge, call it what you will.
Yeah.
Too late.
It's such a tricky one anyway because it is such a short braking zone because you're not going in there at particularly high speed.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he's already turning for the.
Yeah.
Still not alongside.
Yeah. So you're starting to brake there, and not alongside. So
hang him.
Hang him. No damage caused, but so let's just wait out to see what unfolds.
Straightens him up. And nicks the place. Is he giving it back?
What's he doing?
I don't know. was very annoyed. Oh, that's right. I said who's flashing because that's me in front.
I
And all
understand
I could see
that,
was his
but,
flashing going.
but why didn't he go when?
Well, I don't know that bit. I think
So
I
Remy,
can't answer that bit.
no, 10 seconds for dive bomb.
Yeah.
Causing avoidable incident.
Oh,
That's
there's
one
2 with it.
license point. Yeah, it's because they touched twice. That's all.
Yeah, yeah.
So, as above. But Mr. Ferrari flashing his lights in anger, which you can understand. But
Yeah.
here, when Remy's letting him go, he just.
But he was sort of on the brakes and on the throttle at the same time.
What's he doing?
He's just got flustered, or
I don't know. He manages to get his on the flashes there,
Yeah.
so it's not like he can't multitask. But why is he not going? Do you know what I mean? Remy's.
I don't know.
What's he?
I don't know.
It's like, I'm going to stay behind you no matter what.
So I
Flash
can
my
flash
lights.
my lights at you furiously.
Yeah.
And he did. In all fairness, so much so that it annoyed me because it kept on lighting up the inside of my...
Chris Williams at 2022. Yeah. It says how like bright them lights are, doesn't it, when they're flashing like that? Ooh.
And, you know, we say no excessive flashing, but, you know, we have to think that people do flash their lights like that, but there has to be a limit for it. So let's be aware of that, of how much you should do to show people you're angry.
It's gone funny with the times again. So let's just
That's it.
Just gonna stop a sec. Pause that. Right, so we've got the right time now.
Yeah, we just need the right car and stuff.
Yeah. All right. All right. Chris Williams. 2202. It's a big one.
Yeah. Are we recording?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Oh. Yeah.
So he's braked
Made a mess.
far too late. Trying to react to the car in front of him.
Yet.
He's not on the brakes yet, which is a worry. What?
He's on the throttle, not on the brakes. Now he's on the brake. He never broke. Run it back, mate, at normal speed. Just
he didn't brake even when he was trying to swerve to avoid the car.
Jesus. Was he not looking or something? Was he looking at something else? We don't know. All we can judge is there was no brakes applied.
So Ferrari is braking there, which is but probably the right braking place for where he is on the track.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's outright murder.
Yeah, there's no. He's attempted to move out of the way, so it's not like he's done it on purpose.
No.
But that is big.
Yeah. Oh, wheel off.
So the initial contact didn't actually cause physical damage, but obviously result in such a big hit.
Yeah.
Now I know Chris is inexperienced, but if you're if you're in the slipstream of somebody, it means you're travelling quicker than they are. So the first thing, you cannot brake late, or not that you braked at all, which is a little bit more worrying. We'll come on to that. So going into a braking zone, you need to either give a slight little lift before that and then brake at the right point, or brake a fraction early, because you're travelling faster than him. But for no brakes to be applied until after the incident is quite concerning.
And it's not like it's the first or second lap and you've sort of like, you know, not for what's the word I'm looking for? Not like you haven't been round a few times already.
No.
You know where you are on the track.
And to try and help those that are less experienced, you're not going to, because of his defensive position here, it's not like you're going to be able to throw it down the inside, make it stick, and get the move done.
Might as well be out by the white line to open up the bend for you.
So keep him there and then go to the racing line, and then you'll have a lot better exit out of the corner and probably get an overtake done. But here, you can't see the corner, and
you've gone past the braking, which is there.
But there was no reaction to the braking in front either.
No.
You've tried to keep your footing to go around the outside, and the braking point's already behind you. Chris, I know you're inexperienced, and we want to help people feel confident on track and stuff, but that's really poor. And you can't. Everyone makes mistakes. We're all human, of course, but you can only make mistakes like this once without
it incurring a bigger.
And people not wanting to race around you as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's race ending for.
Yeah, I mean, I know he has self-reported this.
Yes, I know, and he probably feels bad, and I want to. We want to encourage and coach people the best that we can, but
we still have to give honest opinion.
Absolutely, basic stuff like this. This is, for me, this is what you would see in an open lobby at Monza. Do you know what I mean? And it's
Gran Turismo stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, obviously, there's going to be the penalty for it. It's going to be. It's a big hit. It is a big hit.
The trouble is Mr. Ferrari, or what's Mr. Ferrari? Right? Has no points because he didn't finish now.
Yeah.
So
you get the 10 seconds for the avoidable incident, but we're going to apply 2 penalty points on your license for it because it's just too big a hit, and it's race ending for Mr. Ferrari. Shit happens. We all make mistakes, but learn from these mistakes. And when you're in situations like that, just move to the outside and take the outside line. You're not getting a move done. You're far too close to be able to make a move down the inside. He's already defending and covering it off very well. So just go to the outside, let him take the tighter line into the corner, so you can take the racing line and you get a better exit, and you can make an attack, if not get past him on the exit of the corner.
Yeah. See, for me, I'd have probably moved back. Can you go back? I'd have probably moved at the Motul sign once I realised what he's
Yeah.
staying there. I can't get there. I know my braking after the sign, the second one. So when I got here, I'd already be over on the line.
Yeah. There's nothing that you can achieve here. You're not.
No.
You're far too close to be able to make a move. You're not going to be alongside going into the braking zone, which means you're not going to be alongside at the point of when he turns in. So here, there's I don't know what you think you're going to achieve.
Yeah.
And if the car in front of you is braking, Chris, you got to brake, man. There's you can't just keep your foot in and try to go round him. It's a corner there, and the brake point is already behind you. You need to know your braking points inside out, because you're not always going to be on the racing line and have the perfect line of sight. So you need to know where you need to brake when you're racing off the racing line. And that's what separates a good driver from an average or a poor driver. And when you're doing endurance racing and multi-class racing, 6 out of 10 times, you're not going to be on the perfect racing line, or, there's going to be traffic in front of you, or you're going to have to be run wider or tighter because of other cars on track. So 2 penalty points on your license for it. And please learn from that. Yeah. Right. Moving on, Jorge. And Morn at 23:39.
Oh, little kiss.
Little kiss. No damage reported and no advantage gained.
Scuffed his paint awfully.
Did. You're in the last 3, Gaz.
Yeah, we were having a little fun battle.
So Gaz and Mark at 24:04.
We were having a nice little battle. See that? I didn't sling it up the inside there, did I?
No. Loads of lock on still when you're trying to get around there.
Yeah.
Come on, give me a nice angle. Yeah. Next one at 28:07.
It's really hard not to make contact round there.
And then 30:43. That's that. All done.
Great little battle. Yep. Thank you ever so much.
Thanking you.